Hi guys, happy Friday. Thought I'd show a little picture of little Penelope to kind of brighten your day, hopefully. She's a lot cuter than a picture of me, so hope you're having a good day and that you're doing well. I saw a video from Jonathan Lee Riches that I wanted to talk about right now, and I want to give a big serving of common sense on what his video was about. Here is the screenshot of Jonathan's video. I do highly recommend listening to all of it. I'm going to cover some of it that I have something to say about, but it's a good video, and I recommend you going over there and giving that a listen. So Jonathan sent an email to Jeff Bobo of the Rogersville Review. He had some questions about how Bobo handled the information about Hawkins' son. So here he's saying, why is the Facebook post about Brandon Lawson, and that would be on he's speaking of the Rogersville Review Facebook. Why is that the only post on there that doesn't allow comments? It definitely seems like your newspaper is helping cover Sheriff Lawson's corruption and shielding him from unwanted criticism. It's more than evident that his son got special treatment after having 19 of his 20 years taken away by the very judges and DAs his dad works with every day. And then he says, I'll make sure an investigation comes regardless of my letter to the editor being denied. So he first sent a letter to the editor to Jeff Bobo, and Jeff said that he would not allow that in the paper. Here is the posting on the Rogersville Review Facebook of the news story of Brandon. And if you go there and look, you'll be able to see that all the other stories they allow comments, but not on Brandon's news story. Here is Jeff Bobo's response to JLR. I'm not going to run your letter to the editor because it contains inaccurate information. The only time Brandon Lawson spent in the Hawkins County Jail was being booked in after his plea to be transferred to the Granger County Jail where he is doing his time. Also, the sheriff's office had nothing to do with the investigation, which was conducted by the Attorney General, TBI, and the Department of Children's Services. Jeff continues to say here in the screenshot that he turned off the comments on the Rogersville Review case posting about Brandon, that he turned that off because they need to be careful, they being Rogersville Review, not so that they won't be charged with the slander from comments people make, and he can't monitor the comments 24/7 for the story on Brandon. And at the very bottom of this same exact email, he says, the sheriff personally told me about his son's plea the day before it occurred, and I told him I would treat him the same way I treat any other criminal case, and that's what I did. Okay, so time for some common sense. So on one hand, you have Sheriff Lawson coming to Jeff the day before the plea was made. I don't believe that any sheriff should be going to a member of the press in their town and talking about something like this. It doesn't look good. It really points to the fact that he had a kind of relationship with this editor of the Rogersville Review, where he could just go take a personal visit and maybe have some type of influence over how Jeff Bobo decided to handle this. I believe he did do that. Also, on one hand, Jeff says that he told Lawson that he would treat him the same as every other criminal case. That's just not true. If you look at the Rogersville Review Facebook, the comments are on for every other criminal case, but for Brandon, the comments are off. It's a lame excuse to say the reason for that is he can't monitor it 24/7. You're actually completely contradicting what you already said, Jeff, that you would treat them the same. You turned off the comments for them, but you're treating them the same. Right. That's a complete contradiction. And it really just puts my radar up on the fact that I think your town, your county, your judges, your sheriff's department, the police force, something is very wrong there. And Jeff, you don't need to be censoring anything for anybody, even for Ronnie Lawson. And that's my 2 cents about it. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you have a great weekend. Bye-bye.